G'day everyone, how are you going? Oh, sorry, just... I've been talking all night, so my throat's a bit rough. But I'm here. Look, even though I had laryngitis, I'm sure I could talk. Oh, I'll wait till some people on and we'll get stuck in. Had to cut my Zoom call short tonight. I was talking to Lim and Vlad, and I haven't had a chance to get back onto Zoom, but I had to have a very important phone call, and that took an hour and a half. So I've been talking all night, but it was well worth it, I'll tell you. You ever had those phone calls that after you finished a phone call, you feel like you're walking on air and everything is shiny and sunny and beautiful, and which is really hard to do when it's nighttime here, but it happened. It was like fireworks happening straight after. I loved that phone call. It was fantastic. Big hello to all the members and new members that have joined us. If you're not watching now, you'll be watching the replay, I hope. One thing you want to tell people when they do join us, when you're bringing your friends in and things like that, because this is the place. If you're ever going to bring your friend into somewhere, this is it. It doesn't matter if they don't understand it. That's what we do. We teach here. So for one thing you do tell them, apart from go to the file section, or actually don't tell them to go to the file section. What you do is you go to the file section and you get that document I did. Chuck did, but I sort of changed it a little bit. That shows them all the places where they can go to follow us and juice. And tell them about the lives I do every day to make sure they catch the replays and things like that. Terry Phillips will post them up on YouTube as well. YouTube is key to us, I believe. It's probably, I don't know if you call it second to Facebook. If people want to find out something, they go to YouTube. They really do. They don't search Facebook. They search YouTube. They look for videos and things like that on YouTube. That's how I learn how to do a lot of things. Anytime I don't know how to do something, I either Google it or YouTube it if I want to find something. That's how I've learned to do as much as I know how to do things. And so that's my advice for today. If you want to know how to do something, you know, and you might be a bit too afraid to ask for some reason. I don't know why. We're the friendliest bunch around you'll ever find. Google it and YouTube it. It's fantastic. There's always something. There's always very helpful people on the net who want to show you how to do something. So and while you're YouTubing, make sure you get funny cat videos, things like that. Funny stuff. You got to be able to laugh as well. Always try and mix in a bit of relaxation with all the work you're doing. Leslie Carol asked earlier in the chat, our chat group, if you're not in our chat box, let Juliet know and she'll add you in. And she asked, does juicing actually make any difference to at the rate we grow? And it's a good question. It's a very good question. I answered it straight away because I already knew the answer, because I follow what's happening. I follow who's juicing, who's advertising, and the rate of which we go. When people are juicing, like they're all chipping in, and believe me, we've got over 2,000 members here, guys. It shouldn't be hard to get a couple of hundred, if not 500 comments on some posts. It's that simple. Like, I'm talking like timelines and things like that. So it shouldn't be hard to get that these days, and it shouldn't be hard to get like 1,000 ads put out there either. To be honest, we supply the ads. So from what Leslie was saying, when we juice, when everyone's jumping on and we've got 20, 30, 40, 50 comments on most of the posts, and you know you've got 100 ads out there, 200 ads out there. When we're doing that, when we're on fire doing that and juicing away, our intake picks up dramatically. And when it's only like 1 or 2 people doing it, or 10 people doing it on a regular basis, it slows down. The best way to bring people in and show them what Bitcoin Ascension is all about, they have to know we're there. The only way they're going to know we're there is if we saturate well, not just Facebook, but saturating with the advertising sort of thing. And YouTube is also very important, obviously, with watching the YouTube. I got people here, and what they do is they flick on they go to the YouTube, go to the Bitcoin Ascension channel, hit the playlist. You know, there's several playlists there. Hit the playlist, and it's on play all, and they just leave it. Turn off the sound, and just leave it, and go on doing whatever else they're doing. That's really, really good for us too. But yeah, to answer Leslie Carroll's question, yes, when people are juicing, when everyone is commenting and having a lot of fun doing it and advertising, we saturate Facebook, and people go, oh, this is still going? This is great. I'm going to go check it out. The longer we are around and the longer we keep the persistent marketing up, the more people will take notice. Okay? Tomorrow I'm doing a big search on all the charity groups that are on Facebook. They have their charity pages, like Us New Start has a page, fan page, things like that. I am not advertising them. Please do not advertise in those groups. It's not allowed for a start, and we don't want Bitcoin Ascension getting a bad name. But I want people to go and check those ones out. I might put a list up or something like that of different genre ones, sort of thing, 10 or 20 of them. And I want people to join those and just see what it is that these charities stand for, what they struggle with and what they go through, just to trying to get anything done. So you understand and get to know the people too. You know, chat to the people. Don't advertise to the people, but chat to the people. Get to know them. Okay? Because these are the sort of people we want with Bitcoin Ascension. Once we understand, you know, walk a mile in their shoes, understand their trials and the hardships and what they need to do just to get anything done, I think you'll understand how important Bitcoin Ascension is to the world. We can help all of those people. Bring everyone under one foundation. Even if they're still with those charities, that's fine. Of course, they're still going to stay with their charity. Imagine everyone with Bitcoin Ascension, though, and then bang, you know. We don't just... I got excited today because I was talking to someone about it today. I think it was David Clark. You know, I can imagine, and I think I've said this before on other lives, you know, people needing certain things done. A charity always does projects to get certain things done. They raise money, and it takes them quite a while, and they have to do quite a lot to raise money to do the simplest thing. Us New Start Cat Rescue right now is trying to raise £1,500. Now, wouldn't it be fantastic if a group like us, and we swell our numbers, and we can swell our numbers, you know, we put in $1 a month or something like that, and bang, we've covered New Start, we've covered the shelter, we've covered the veterans. Salvation Army needs blankets. Bang, you know, there's 1,000 blankets. That's the sort of thing I want to do. I don't want to do little bits. I want to go bang, 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 get those projects done, and they're done. And we can rotate through it, you know, thousands of charities around the world, and just help them out, all from people power, not from you know, governments and red tape and bureaucracy that's really screwing up the world, to be honest. There's so much legality and all that sort of thing they've got to put in place that nothing actually gets done. Oh, I'm back. Sorry, I lost connection for a second. I don't know why that happened. Internet doesn't love me anymore. So that's what I want to do. That's why I want to make a huge impact on the world, because it's not being done. So let's do it. Okay? You people are great people. You want to do it. You want to do this as much as I do. So we've got to show the world. Simple as that. The only way is to get our message out there. I will be doing some live videos on my timeline as well for Bitcoin as advertising Bitcoin Ascension, and I'll do short little lives, and you can share those everywhere you like. Don't go bananas. Juliet yesterday, I think she did well over 100 ads on page. I'm amazed she didn't go to Facebook jail. Always be careful, guys. Space it out. Space it out. If you're going to do that many, Juliet was very lucky, and I think Mandy's a bit jealous, because Mandy does that sort of thing and she goes to jail for it. But I think she's out now, or will be soon. So yeah, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I'll be doing some little lives, just little 5-minute ones, talk about Bitcoin Ascension, you know, and those ones will be able to be shared around and things like that. People will follow videos. If it goes like anything like that other one I did for the competition, 3,500 views or something like that. Over 800 shares. A lot of that was done by Mandy Diamond, mind you. She put them in a lot of groups. But it got what we needed. You know, we're at a stage where we're doing well. We've got a lot of members, but not many members are stepping up. Well, not enough, I don't think. I think if you look at statistics over the last 15 years that I've been doing marketing, whatever the group number is, in terms of people in a program, you'll only get about 10% actually doing anything. About 10%. I'd like to think we're above 10%. I think we're higher than that, and I hope so. But maybe not. If we've got, say, 2,000 members, for example, that would mean 10% would mean 200 members would be out there advertising. I don't think we have that many actually advertising. For something like what we're doing, that's pretty sad. And everyone should take a good hard look at themselves. I'm not saying you have to recruit. I'm not saying, you know, you have to go out there and you have to talk to people. I'm just talking about juicing and watching the YouTube. You know, this should be done on a daily basis. Like, it's like going to work. You do it, you get into a routine. You get up in the morning, breakfast, brush teeth, get dressed, go to work. This is part of a routine. Once you're in a routine, it's not work anymore. It's just, oh yeah, doing this, and you're done. It's not hard. And I think we, if you want to succeed, and I know a lot of you do, you keep talking about succeeding. I get people suggesting things to me. Oh, how can we make it go faster? Join in. It's not rocket science, guys. It really, really isn't. It is very, very simple. And you guys really need to, and I'm not talking to the people that obviously do it. Don't get offended. You know what happens when you get offended? Nothing. But don't get offended by it. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking about people who sit back and for one reason or another, they don't do anything. Some reasons can be they're awfully shy, or they family. But a lot of these are excuses, really. You always make time and you always do the things you want to do. And for the things you don't really want to do, you make excuses. Okay? It's a human fallacy, always has been, always will be. But what we're trying to teach you here is be your own person. You know, I wish it would go faster. Well, join in, guys. Simple as that. And the only people saying to me, oh, I wish this would go faster, are the people who aren't doing anything. The people who are doing something aren't complaining. You know why? They're busy doing something. They're going to succeed. It's simple as that. They're going to succeed. Don't let people do all the work for you. Okay? There's no true success unless you take part. Okay? I'd hate to ride off the coattails of someone and succeed because someone else did all the work while I watched. I couldn't live with myself, to be honest. And that's what we're all about. Okay? So that's my advice to you. Remember, we don't force anyone. It's all about choice. And I give you all the information I can so you can make your choice. So you want this to succeed. You want to succeed. Right? Focus, guys. Come on, just join in. It's not hard. There's plenty of ads out there. It's not hard to comment on them. It really isn't. I mean, some people can spend hours doing it. Some people don't have that much time. But as I said before, 10, 15 minutes, bang, you're done. It's not hard. Have that YouTube running in the background. It's not hard. Get yourself into a routine. I know you all got time because I get over 200, 300, 400 views on my live. And you guys hang around for, you know, for 30 minutes while I yabber on. And you know, I don't see why there's not 200 comments or 150 comments at least on a post. I don't understand it. You really want to be known as number one, that's what you've got to do. All right. So there's my advice for tonight. And I only bring this up because a few people are concerned that you know, there's only a few people really juicing, and I don't mean a few by a three. Okay, so again, don't get offended, but considering how many people we have, you know, think about it. It's only companies. The only companies that really succeed are the ones that stick together. Okay, and that's what we're going to be doing. I mean, we're only a program, but we will be a foundation that is going to change the world, and that's something to be proud of. So you should be proud to advertise. Don't feel like you have to. Feel like you want to. You want to do this. Okay. Okay. Well, I'll leave that at that. I was having a good chat with Lim and Vlad on Zoom for a very short period of time, and And Liv was asking me, what do I say to people and things like that, and I've covered this on other lives as well. As I talk about the why. I talk about the charity work we want to do, how we really want to do it. It's not just we want to help charity. We don't want to help charity. We want to solve the problem. We don't want to help. We want to solve it. Okay, it's a big difference between helping out, because any charity can do that. We want to solve their problems, not just help out a bit. Okay, it's a big dream. Guess what? It's taken less people, right, to make something, a small idea, grow into something worldwide and massive. Okay, and very profitable as well. Okay, it only takes a few people with the will. Okay, and we've got more than a few, so I know we can succeed. Okay, I was told by other program owners months ago, you guys won't make 3 months, you guys won't make 4 months. Okay, which just won't last. Nearly 5 months, guys, and we're going strong. We really, really are. So you can tell by the testimonials we're getting. Thank you to all the people that posted that they received their level 2 account for joining in that competition. I'm not sure if Elaine's finished them all yet, but there's been plenty of posts from people very happy that they received it. That's thank you. I like the social proof, so everyone in here knows. We've got like nearly 6,000 people in the group, and a lot of those people, right, so if you're wondering about the set fence sitters, a lot of them don't even know they're in here. They've just been added by people and not told, so they don't even know they're in there. Sometimes they don't get the notifications and things like that. But for those people that have been watching us since the beginning and have been invited in and things like that, it's something that if you have a heart, it's something you want to get involved in. You really do. It's not like we ask the earth. We're not asking for ongoing fees and things like that, subscriptions or anything like that. Come in, make an account, bang. If you don't know how, we're here. Simple as that. Yeah, so that's it. I'm getting the programmer to make a couple of adjustments in the back office sort of thing to get rid of a couple of things that need to be gotten rid of that aren't required. We're going to try and make the terms and services that Katie has written up for Bitcoin Ascension to become a pop-up for people to read before they even get started, so they know the terms and services, of Bitcoin Ascension, and so that's cool. And what else is going on? A few people commented me today saying, has Tom been hacked? I said, why? And I said, oh, well, he's messaged me, he's waved at me. No, he was actually online doing some stuff because it was quite late, and his wife, I can't believe I'm saying that already, his wife was asleep, so he got on the computer and started doing some work. He introduced someone in today. So thank you, Tom. I hope you're having a great honeymoon. And from the pictures I've seen, the posts I've seen from Chanel, they look like they're having a great time and they're getting good weather down there. He did say it was bloody cold though, so Tom doesn't like the cold. Funny for an Englishman, but he doesn't like the cold. And I'm an Aussie and I love the cold, so go figure, right? So yeah, but he's having great. He's not back up here in Brisbane until Sunday. He comes back up, so I can't wait to see him again. I do miss him with rocks usually, but I actually miss him this time. He's we usually talk quite often, and not having him around was really, really weird to not at least even talk to him, because there's no way I'm going to try and interrupt his honeymoon and say, hey dude, let's do this and this, while he's, because Chanel will come up and she'll just strangle me, and I wouldn't blame her. So while they're on the honeymoon, I'll behave myself. And if he contacts me, that's great. So he's a married man now, so he's got responsibilities. No, but he sounds very, very happy and very, very relaxed, so that's fantastic. I think the hardest part about getting married isn't actually falling in love with someone and getting together. I think it's the bloody ceremony and the party afterwards. After that, it all seems downhill to me anyway. The pressure, that's going to be the hardest part. So he's got the hardest part over. Now they're on the honeymoon period. Great times. Lots of people have fun with that. I've been looking at places over in Wales to move into. I don't know whether to go with a house or a flat. I'd probably rather a house, like 2 to 3 bedrooms sort of thing, because I like to have a bit of space. That way I can have an office and all that sort of thing. And there's some nice ones over there. It's not overly expensive either. So I'm getting my funds together as fast as I can to get over to Wales and make the move over there. and so I can begin a better part of my life. It's very, very important to me, and of course, I'll still be running Bitcoin Ascension, but it's one of the first steps for my life, and into the pet sanctuary as well. It's when I can't do much about the pet sanctuary until I'm over there. So so I need to get over there as fast as I can. So I've been looking at places over there where I can rent, and found some nice houses and some nice apartments too in the area I want to live in. So I can't wait to do that, and then I can actually when I'm doing my lives, it'll be just like in the afternoon, evening, instead of like 3 o'clock in the morning or 3:30 in the morning like I do here. So it'll be the same time, but the scale is different. It's like 6 or 7 o'clock in the evening. That I'll be able to do the lives, which will be great. It'll be fantastic. So I actually get some sleep. So all those people that nag me that I don't get enough sleep, well, not nagging, you're concerned, and I really do appreciate it. That are nagging me, I will be going to bed on time. I've already been warned by a few people that once you're over there, you'll be going to bed on time. So I expect to be tucked in with a glass of water on the side table and a bedtime story. Okay, I'm very fussy, and maybe sing me a lullaby. That'd be nice. No? A lullaby? Yeah. Okay, I'm a kid. Leave me alone. I didn't get that as a child, so it was like, go to bed. So I want to be spoiled. Okay, I'll grow up. No, I'm happy because the phone call I had. So I'm a bit silly right now. So yep. So that's all being done. I'll get back on target. Elaine's following through with the competitions. I know Tom has to make 50 accounts because that one we had 50 people, obviously, well, 50 accounts made, so he has to make the 50 accounts. Outcome good on that. When he comes back, probably Sunday, Sunday or Monday, he'll get that done. So you know, because not going to bother him on his honeymoon, are we? No, we're not. And the other competition, I don't know how many accounts are left. If you brought someone in who is going to be working with us and like active and working with us, not just, oh yeah, oh no, I'm not going to do anything. I want active people, because it's the only way you're going to succeed, with people who want to succeed, not with people who just want to watch. So that competition's nearly over. I have to check with Elaine to see how many accounts are left. Can't be more than 10 or 11 accounts left to give away. And these are early accounts, guys, so if you introduce someone, welcome them in, they make an account, you put their name there and their position number, and you win an early account, and so does the person you brought in. So for those who weren't aware, that's what we're doing. That's nearly finished, so get stuck in. If you brought someone in and haven't posted or commented on the post, do that. The other post I put in was for just to get an idea of who wants a shirt, t-shirt, polo shirt, hoodie, and where you're from. I've got a post in there. It's just giving me an idea while I set up the Google Doc and things like that. I'm going to put a little chat room together for the people who are going to be distributing for us, and I've got that word out, and so we can chat in there and keep ourselves up to date with what's going on and who's doing what. So that's exciting. The stuff's going to look great. And then we'll be able to, when everyone's got their shirts and polo shirts and hoodies or whatever there is they're buying, we're expanding into other things. We'll do hats and we'll do bags and all that other stuff. Right now I just want to get that started, so we know that we can get it done and we're in a run and it's all working out well. And then I can expand onto other things, so we can buy other gadgety things and stuff like that. And something else I'm working on, sort of thing that'll be able to be sold as merchandise as well. Can't wait till I can do that, and I'll reveal it to you when it's done. Hopefully that'll be soon. So yeah, once we do that, and remember, with the profits from anything we make from the merchandise goes to helping the charities and buying more accounts in the Matrix, which then get passed on to you guys. And I think we all agreed that 1 in every 50 will go to be an account for Bitcoin Ascension Foundation, and we'll use any funds that those, when those make funds, that goes into helping charities and things like that. So I'm super excited about all this. I'm really happy that we're going strong, and we're just going to get stronger. Everyone should be excited. and everyone should be getting involved. I mean, the juicing is really, really important, guys. Don't procrastinate. Just get in there and do your part. Really, 5-10 minutes. The ads are everywhere. Just look in your newsfeed. The ads are everywhere. If you haven't got some of the people that are making the ads as your friends, friend request them. Not hard, okay? And let's get done. We're all going to be working together. I think we should all be friends, as far as I'm concerned. I've got to start deleting some friends off my Facebook, I think, because I'm over 4,000 friends now, and over 1,300 people are following me. So it'll get to a stage where I'm going to have to cut off some of the people that I haven't spoken to or don't speak to me or anything like that. And so I've got to make room for Bitcoin Ascension members. I hope it gets to the stage where I need a second account just so I can get some more friends in there, you know, and so I'll be running 2 accounts at once, I think, or something like that, so I can talk to everyone. That's what I want, though. You know, I want 10,000. You know, I want 3 or 4 Facebook accounts, so I've got like 20,000 friends or something like that, but it's all Bitcoin Ascension. That's what we want. That's when we start making inroads into helping and solving charities' problems, not just helping them, but solving their problems. And when I was talking to David, he's looking at me, and I'm like, I get really animated when I talk, and he's just nodding, yep, and it, like this, and it becomes infectious when you really understand what we're about and what we want to do and what we're going to accomplish, how excited we are about that. And get excited, guys. It's not a pipe dream. It's not something that maybe it'll work. It's going to work, but it takes us to make it work. So you got to decide whether you want it to work or not. If you want it to work, join in. If you don't want it to work, well, we don't want you here anymore. Simple as that. If you don't want it to work, why be here? There's a door. It's not for you. But and some people have complained to me and said, well, you know, I'd like to make money faster. Well, if you join in, it works faster. Simple as that. Any program you join, you have to put some work in if you expect it to go faster. Simple as that. So thank you to all the people that do juice on a regular basis. I was talking to Clive Anderson last night. A lot of people were asking about the safe lists and things like that. He uses a solo ads. I want to see how that goes for him. But if people would like to get involved with that but don't really understand it or anything, I might do a co-op. He's going to get some prices for me and stuff like that. We might do a co-op where people go in and we put in some money each, not much. And this is a great way to get involved if you're not big on advertising. Let's get Clive to do it. If we get a decent bit of money and we can like more solo ads and like bigger and better and bigger lists and things like that, and we can reach thousands and thousands of people. And we'll tweak a couple of different emails on those solo ads that these people receive, and we'll it's called split testing. You do a few different emails and see which ones work the best, and then you go with those ones. And it's a great way of doing it. So so we'll see which ones work the best. But if you're all for a co-op, tell me in the comments that yeah, co-op sounds good. It won't be expensive, guys. I'm not going to ask you a lot. But if we find that the solo ads are working really, really well, if we put in some money for that every month, like even if it's $2-5, depending on how many people want to get involved, and then we can just run it every month, and I'll work out a way to do that, so everyone knows. I think that'll be a really good way of doing it too, because I know the solo ads can work, but as long as you're with as long as the lists they're giving you, the email lists that they use, theirs convert. Otherwise, I'm not going to waste your money. I'm not going to waste my money. So yeah, the conversions is important. So I'll be checking up with Barbara and Clive to see how they're going. I don't even know if they're using the same people or not, so it might be interesting to find out who they're using. There are other places that you can exchanges that you can advertise for free. Check with Chuck Shadduck. There's one he's using because it's been around for years, and there's one he uses. He's even done a video on what he does with that. If you want to advertise on exchanges as well, and of course we've got the conference call coming up for introducing Bitcoin Ascension to new people, and I believe that's tomorrow. I'll have to check. But I'm doing one on each day at different times. So we cover Australia, USA, and England time, which will cover like Nigeria as well, and a lot of other countries, Malaysia, that we're starting to get bigger in because Lim's talking to people in Malaysia and bringing them in. And and there's quite a few in Africa as well. And where else? There's India, of course, which is important. Torren and all that. He's been introducing people in all week into Bitcoin Ascension. So the Indians are doing their part. Got to love the Indians. Got to love their food and their cricket and, and the colour and their heritage. But they're really great people to get along with too. They're very, very polite people. I think every taxi I took while I was down in Tasmania was an Indian driving, and we'd be talking about the cricket and the ball tampering fiasco and all that sort of thing in the cricket, and we're there just chatting away. It was great. They're the friendliest people in the world. They really are. So okay, I'll get off here. Anything that I didn't cover, I will cover. So watch this again if you have to, because I know I talk very, very fast and I flit all over the place. I'm very sorry. I'm in a very bubbly, good mood for some strange reason. And so I'm a bit all over the place today, but I'm very excited with what's coming. And I can't wait to get the merchandise up and running and selling. So make sure you comment on that post, and then I'll start a Google Doc, show you with the pictures. I'll get the testers done for the shirts and everything like that, and then give them to my son. And my son will get his models, and he'll take photos for those, so we can advertise those as well. So awesome stuff. Very proud of my boy. All right, I love you all very, very much. I love all the messages I get. I love the people that jump on Zoom and talk to me. That's fantastic. I love a lot of things, and I can't wait to be on again tomorrow night and be talking to you all. And let's see what I want to see. Let's see what we can do with the juicing in the next 24 hours, guys, before my next live. I want to, really see a lot of comments on some of these, or as many posts as you can. It's not hard. It's cut and paste, guys. It's easy peasy. I want to see a real difference, guys. I really do. Let's show me your commitment. I'm committed to working 20 hours a day. To make this a success. I'm only asking you for 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes. So show me that you want to succeed. That's all it is about, is showing me and showing yourselves that we can succeed together. And then you'll see a difference. You really, really will. I promise you. You will see a big difference if you commit. Okay? Simple as that. All right, guys, I'll get going. I'll be up for another hour or so anyway. And so if anyone needs to reach me, I shall answer. Okay. Catch us all later, guys. Bye-bye.